I won for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Y'all been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave.
I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the... Here comes... And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most...
This bout is scheduled.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest. And that's the opening bell, round one. Do you believe what we're seeing? Brilliant hook there. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Look great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your club.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. And boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you've got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Straight right just misses. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, here we go. It's round two. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? And twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
How about that time counter shot? The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these two athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both.
I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Hold that thought. Well, the Easton Assassin in some trouble here. courage on display here is incredible. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. The straight right just misses. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. That bell could not have... Back at it in round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Jab does not score. Right uppercut just off target. Big Daddy Bo goes down. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Those counter punches have to hurt. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you continue.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Big fella just got rocked. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that lap. This is the beginning of round 6. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
A perfect counter lands. That hook won't score. That jab doesn't score. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Both men step back for just a moment. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's why the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bowen. There's the bell to start round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
To put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. And Riddick Bowe is on the canvas. Let's see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are ready.
Talk about Bowe in that last round. It's not over. And we enter the 8th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
It's all offense, all the time. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Showing up. Hold it right there. Ooh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Down goes Larry Holmes. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Where?
1, 2, 9. Come to me.
A pretty lopsided decision there.